20 things that quietly disappeared from cruise ships since 2020, gone for good. If you cruised before 2020, some things you remember from those sailings are gone. Not temporarily removed, gone from most ships permanently. The cruise lines are not announcing what was cut. They are simply charging the same price or more for less. If something on board your next cruise feels different from how you remember it, you are probably not imagining it. Today on Cruise Smart, we go through 20 things that quietly disappeared from cruise ships since 2020, with a note on what replaced each one and what it now costs you. Stay through to number 16. That one affects nearly every passenger over 65 and is almost never discussed. Number 1. The Midnight Buffet. The Midnight Buffet was a cruise tradition for decades. A spread of elaborate dishes and desserts served late at night, sometimes themed, always excessive. It disappeared from virtually all major cruise lines well before 2020, but it accelerated during the post-pandemic restart as lines streamlined operations. If you cruised before 2015, you remember it. If you are cruising now, it is gone. And late-night food options are limited to a smaller selection in the buffet or room service. Number 2. Complimentary room service. Room service was once included in your cruise fare across almost every major line. Between 2021 and 2023, most major cruise lines added a delivery fee for room service orders. The fee is typically $5 to $10 per delivery, separate from the food cost. Continental breakfast items are still complimentary on some ships if you know to ask, but standard room service now carries a charge on most major North American cruise lines. Number 3. Complimentary fitness classes. Yoga, Pilates, balance, and low-impact fitness classes in the ship's gym used to be included. On most major cruise lines today, instructor-led fitness classes carry a per-session fee, typically between $12 and $25. General gym equipment access remains free, but the classes that many passengers over 65 find most useful, stretching, stability, gentle movement, are now a separate expense on most ships. Number 4. The daily newspaper slid under your cabin door. Many cruise ships used to deliver a printed news summary or the ship's daily program to each cabin door in the morning. That service has quietly disappeared across most of the fleet, replaced by digital delivery through the cruise line's app. If you do not use a smartphone or prefer printed information, check at guest services on day 1. Some ships still have printed copies of the daily program available at reception or the activities desk, but they are no longer delivered automatically to your door, and you have to know to ask. Number 5. Fixed traditional dining with the same waiter all week. Traditional cruise dining meant a fixed table, a fixed time, and the same waiter who knew your name and your preferences by night 2. Many cruise lines have moved toward flexible dining. You choose your dining time each day, and the table and waiter change accordingly. Some lines still offer traditional fixed dining, but you have to specifically request it at booking. If this matters to you, call your cruise line before you sail and ask to be assigned to traditional dining rather than assuming it will be offered. Number 6. The embarkation fruit basket. For years, many cruise lines placed a small fruit basket or a bowl of fresh fruit in each cabin as a welcome gift on embarkation day. That practice has been quietly discontinued across most of the fleet. Some suites still receive a welcome amenity, but standard cabin passengers typically do not. It was a small touch, but it was also a signal. It said, "The cruise line is glad you are here." When that touch disappears, the first impression of the cabin changes. Most passengers do not know it was ever standard. The ones who remember it notice its absence on every sailing. Number 7. Nightly pillow chocolates in every cabin. The nightly chocolate left on the pillow during turndown service was a cruise ritual for decades. It was a small thing, but it was also a nightly reminder that your cabin had been attended to and cared for. Several major cruise lines have eliminated this entirely for standard cabins, or reduced it to formal night only. Some lines have replaced it with nothing. Others offer it only in suite categories. If this is part of what you enjoy about a cruise, check your specific cruise line's current practice before you sail. Do not expect it to be there every night the way it once was. Number 8. The formal captain's cocktail party for all guests. The captain's cocktail party was once a highlight of the voyage, an open event where all passengers could meet the captain and officers, enjoy complimentary drinks, and get a photograph. On most major cruise lines today, this event has been restructured. Open all-passenger events have been replaced with smaller gatherings limited to suite guests, loyalty program top-tier members, or specific invitation groups. General cabin passengers often do not have access to this type of event anymore. Number 9. The photo gallery with physical prints. The ship's photo gallery used to sell printed photographs taken during the cruise. At dinner, in port, on formal night, physical prints are largely gone. Most ships have moved entirely to digital photo packages, where images are purchased and downloaded rather than printed and framed. The price of a digital package has also increased significantly since 2022. If you wanted a printed portrait from the cruise the way you used to get one, that experience is largely no longer available on most ships. Number 10. The full ship welcome aboard show on embarkation night. Many cruise lines used to open the first evening with a welcome show that introduced the entertainment team, gave an overview of onboard activities, and created a sense of occasion. This has been quietly reduced or eliminated on several lines, replaced by a shorter promotional recap or nothing at all. The entertainment program still exists and is often strong. It just starts on night 2 on many ships now. If you are finding this useful, please subscribe to Cruise Smart. We cover practical cruise advice for passengers over 65 a few times each week. Number 11. The onboard library. Many ships had a dedicated library space with books available to borrow during the sailing. These spaces have been reduced in size or converted to other purposes across much of the fleet. Some ships retain a small selection of books or a book exchange, a shelf where passengers leave and take books informally. But a proper library with organized inventory and dedicated space is now the exception rather than the rule. Number 12. Complimentary shuttle service from the pier to town. At many ports of call, cruise lines used to include a complimentary shuttle from the cruise pier to the nearest town center or main attraction area. That service has been eliminated or contracted out to third parties on most major lines. Today at many ports, you will find paid shuttle operators at the pier, or you will need to arrange a taxi or rideshare. The walk from the pier to the town center can be significant at some destinations. Before your next cruise, check each port day in advance and budget for ground transport where needed. Number 13. Free specialty restaurant nights for returning guests. Some cruise lines used to offer a complimentary specialty restaurant dinner to returning guests or loyalty members as a welcome back perk. These complimentary nights have been largely discontinued or moved to the highest loyalty tiers only. Most passengers who qualify for a returning guest perk today receive onboard credit or a discount rather than a complimentary specialty dinner. Number 14. Complimentary gift wrapping and shore excursion booking assistance. Smaller service touches that used to be handled by the purser's desk or a dedicated concierge team have been consolidated or eliminated. Gift wrapping services, coordinated personal shopping assistance, and one-on-one shore excursion planning with a staff member have all been reduced significantly across most major cruise lines since 2020. These services were not headline amenities, but passengers who valued them have noticed their absence. Number 15. The late-night comedy or cabaret show. Entertainment schedules on many ships used to include multiple late-night options, a comedy set, a late cabaret, or a midnight show for passengers who stayed up. On most ships today, the late programming ends earlier and the entertainment volume has been reduced. Main showroom productions are still offered, but the variety of late-night options available 5 or more years ago is not the same on most ships. Number 16. Loyalty upgrade at check-in based on status alone. This is the one that affects nearly every frequent cruiser over 65 and is almost never discussed. For years, arriving at the pier as a mid to high loyalty member carried a real chance of a complimentary cabin upgrade at check-in, a gesture from the cruise line for your years of loyalty. That practice has been largely replaced across most major cruise lines by a bidding system. You can now bid money to upgrade your cabin before you sail, and the highest bidders get the available upgrades. loyalty members can still receive complimentary upgrades in some circumstances, but the practice of routine check-in upgrades for experienced returning guests has been significantly reduced. If you have been a loyal customer for years and felt that the upgrade perks quietly disappeared, you are not imagining it. Number 17. Complimentary luggage tags mailed before the cruise. Most cruise lines used to mail physical luggage tags to passengers' homes before the sailing. You attached them to your bags, handed them to the porter at the pier, and your luggage appeared at your cabin door. Today, most cruise lines no longer mail physical tags. You print them at home or receive them at the pier. If you do not have a printer, this requires asking guest services at the pier for tags before you hand off your bags. It is a small change, but one that has caught passengers off guard on embarkation day. Number 18. Complimentary ice bucket refills in your cabin. A full ice bucket was a standard cabin amenity for years, refilled automatically during each morning and evening service. On many ships today, automatic ice is not guaranteed with standard service. You may need to request it specifically from your cabin steward. The good news is that this is easy to fix. On day one, when you introduce yourself to your steward, simply say, "We would love ice in the morning and again in the afternoon if that is possible." One clear request made at the start of the sailing resolves it for the whole week. Do not assume it will appear, ask for it directly. Number 19. The full-service purser desk open around the clock. Staffed around the clock, the purser's desk was the center of all shipboard assistance. Many ships have moved toward reduced overnight hours or automated kiosks for common requests during off-peak times. Full service is still available during the day, but if you had a question or a problem late at night, the level of assistance available on many ships is no longer what it once was. Know your cruise line's guest services hours before you sail. Number 20. The personal greeting from the hotel director or maitre d' on the first evening. On older, smaller ships and on many sailings before 2020, it was common to have the hotel director or the head of dining personally present in the main dining room on the first evening, greeting tables, introducing the team, and setting a tone of personal hospitality. On most large modern ships, that personal touch has been replaced by an announcement or a video introduction. The dining team is still professional and attentive, but the personal welcome from senior ship management on night one is largely gone from the mainstream cruise experience. If you cruised before 2020, some of what is on this list was part of what made a cruise feel like a special event. Not just transportation, not just a floating hotel, an experience. Many of these changes were driven by cost, by staffing adjustments, or by a genuine shift in how cruise lines think about what passengers want. Some of these things are gone permanently, others might return in some form. But knowing what to expect before your next cruise means you are not spending the first 2 days of the sailing noticing what is missing. You already know. You can focus on what is still there, and there is still a great deal that is. What is the one thing you miss most from older cruises? Tell us in the comments below. If this video was helpful, give it a like and subscribe to Cruise Smart. We cover practical cruise advice for passengers over 65 a few times each week. We will see you in the next one.